Okay, let's try this again, with more charm this time.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Hey, we're through. Okay, so now that we're here, we can loot the place. Which is, of course, the first thing we do, no matter what. Oh, well. I have medicine for you.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you...
I do not...
Okay, that's all we got about that. Okay, so I
Do you
made
need some
his
help, Mr. Petrescu?
I
medication.
am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
I think that's it. Oh, hey, we got this.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead.
Oh.
As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Okay, I think we're done
Goodbye,
here.
Mr. Petrescu.
Okay. And that is locked. What's this? And the antique figure of the Virculacus. Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the island of Santorini. Searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands, Herodotus himself refers to the island in his 4th book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that, even today, the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world, way more than the Carpathians, and that its inhabitants are considered to be specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt for Virculacus, as they call this creature. According to local myths, the Virculacus is a dead person who does not decay, and who can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with fresh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into a wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is that the same name exists with small variations from Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks call him the Virculacus. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkulak or Varuklokak. The Serbians call him Vukodlak. Yes, Vukodlak, a name so similar to the Vulkad we already know, my dear brothers. Just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of a proto-vampire. Maybe they're missing a link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish to one day go back to Santorini Island and find the trail of this antique forgotten figure. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Taltree. Interesting. Why is there vampire information in this house? These are important questions. Alright, I'm gonna open these doors. So I have access to them now. Okay. Okay, let's just go on in. Hi. Those are people. They are very sick. I am stealing things. Stealing more things. Uh-oh.
I'm thirsty. Give me a drink.
That is definitely a skull.
I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source.
Oh boy,
of the
I'm
blood.
so nervous.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
I don't know what to do.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Did we lose him?
We've lost the pulse.
Damn it.
He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Well, that was intense.
To what do I owe this courtesy?
Me stealing your things. Never mind, I'm not stealing
This
those
is an
things.
unfitting place for the illustrious Dr. Reed. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Oh.
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Oh. Oh. Did I do something bad there? I didn't want her to resign, but I didn't want her to, like... I mean, she's... Excuse me? What's that?
Oh, this one stinks already. Ah, Christ! He's dead! Ah!
Well, okay, they just killed all her patients, so that's a thing that has happened. Wow. Alright. Oh, what's this? My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on the boat that will take Anton and Reed back to Brasov. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. Know that you do not agree with this decision, and you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End. But Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours. But now that I am leaving England, be assured that if anything were to happen to you, if ever you were in great trouble or danger, you would come back immediately to London or without Anton. With or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. Your affectionate sister, Theodora. Oh. We now have all her hints. Can I talk to her anymore? I guess not. I hope that didn't have really bad consequences. Oh, hi. Listen.
It's a lady! Watch it!
Listen, you guys needed to like, stop this. It's not good. that warning message might have just been a message that appears no matter what, you know? It might have just been like, we citizens will have consequences and stuff like that. I just wanted her to forget about, like, doing the bad parts of this. The rest is fine. Whoop, I did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. I didn't realize I could actually look at them like that. That's kind of scary. It could just be like a scary thing that it says, like, oh, you did something and the places are gonna suffer consequences, but like consequences can be good or bad depending on how it goes. Unfortunately, that's how this kind of tends to go. There are consequences no matter what. So, okay, let's head back. Okay, I'm under attack. This was a... Okay. Well, he's down. So I guess this is actually left as a... Oh, you're the boss.
Die, vermin!
So here's what I'm gonna do. After I get to this fight, which I guess is a boss fight. I guess. I guess that was a boss fight. After I get through all this, I'm gonna go sleep and see what happens to the district. If it gets worse, I'm actually gonna, like, just redo it. Which is gonna take me back a long ways, but that'll be fine. And the main reason why is because that statement that it gave me was extremely misleading. Where I charmed her into forgetting about the blackmail, but she forgot. I suspect she might just forget everything. So I'm gonna see what happens here after I level up. And if it gets worse, then I'm just gonna redo it. Okay, so disappearances of Whitechapel. Okay. So basically this means I need to reset. We just have queue before recounting testimonies to an officer. Those found out appears to be a nationwide occurrence. Claims the last 24 hours have converged around a single area in the country, Whitechapel, London. Disappearance of relatives, family, neighbors. What has happened to these missing individuals? Where are they? The only link between them seems to be their health and their need for urgent medical attention. Until recently, it was local secret that only place to get help was from a discreet dispensary managed to identify by unidentified good Samaritans, but the place now seems to be closed and no one has any news from that facility. Did the missing persons go to a more secret place? Have they been discreetly moved to a more official service? One day soon, the London City's Council Board of Health will have to answer this new mystery. So this has gone worse as a result of what I've done here. This has gotten better. Okay, I am going to reset because of this, because that was completely terrible. And it honestly did not even indicate that this would be the cause of it. But I didn't want her to close that shop, but I also didn't want her to stop working here. So I guess I'm gonna have to have her stop working here in order to stop that from happening.